Africans just canceled Tyler. Yeah, in certain African countries, they said that she cannot perform because of what's going on in South Africa. They told undocumented immigrants.
South Africans, do you know that our artists who were booked to perform in other African countries, they are getting cancelled?
Operation Dudula, you're brain dead. March on March, you're brain dead. You're useless, stupid, useless, stupid, idiotic, useless.
The war waged against Africans in South Africa has gone global, with Africans globally swearing that they will never buy anything South Africa, that they will must unfollow African celebrities, including...
Perspective is very shocking to me and very, very troubling that Tyla has been silent on the xenophobic attacks that have been happening in South Africa. And the people that have been affected by it, I mean, it shocks me that there hasn't been pressure for her to say anything. In fact, there shouldn't be pressure.
This is officially getting serious. Tyla, a popular musician in South Africa, has been cancelled throughout the whole Africa, not just Africa, in the world. Right now, it has really affected her that she came out to speak against what is currently happening in her musical career, because the world have cancelled her due to the xenophobic attacks that is currently happening in South Africa. And she promises that she's going to sue the living daylight out of JACINTA and her crew for wanting to remove the food out of her mouth. I'm going to be sharing the video here for you all to watch. As you're watching this, over to like the video, share and subscribe.
South Africans, do you know that our artists who were booked to perform in other African countries, they are getting cancelled? Do you know that? And do you know that our artists, that is how they get paid? That is how they survive. So our behavior, they are even now disturbing our artists' life. So how is this? Because a lot of them, they are young. How is our youth going to live? How they are going to provide for themselves? It seems like sometimes there's a group of people who are just thinking for themselves, not for all of us. Because now we are finding ourselves now included in something that we had nothing to do with it.
This lady was supporting the Dudula movement when it first started. This lady was supporting the xenophobic attack going on in South Africa. You can go and watch it on our page. Check all of our videos. Okay, now that you guys have started facing the consequences, you want to do like say you define sympathy from us? No, now, this is what happened when you say you want to stand alone. It means I don't need you guys. And we also said we don't give a fuck. So now you guys should support your artists. Stream their music. Support them, buy their ticket, go to their shows in other countries. We don't come out our hand. This is what happened when you say I don't give a fuck about other people. Other people won't give a fuck about you too. You see, we Nigerians, you think it's out of love that we buy your South African tickets, we support your artists. It's because we think they are our brothers. It's because they live in the same continent as we. It's because we see them as family. But now, we don't give a fuck about them. You guys should stream their music. You guys should go and stream their music, buy their ticket, go to their show, do whatever you want to do, but we are not supporting anymore. We have our own to face.
The music perspective is very shocking to me and very, very troubling that Tyla has been silent on the xenophobic attacks that have been happening in South Africa. And the people that have been affected by it, I mean, it shocks me that there hasn't been pressure for her to say anything. In fact, there shouldn't be pressure. A lot of West Africans have been affected, Ghanaians, Nigerians, and so on, Zimbabwe, Southern Africa, countries in the southern part of Africa as well. And I personally, and the facts show this, that I see her, that she is the biggest artist on the continent. In fact, if she wasn't from South Africa, she should also be saying something about this. People have lost their lives, and she is still being silent about this. Now, there aren't as many big Tyla fans out there on this internet, because I've always focused on the music and nothing personal about her, because I don't know her like that, and I just keep it music and let's keep it, plain simple. But this And her silence on this matter is very shameful. I will take it up a notch. It's very, very shameful. I look at what she's doing. She almost, this is rubbing me off the wrong way. I've always seen her as someone that embraces, has embraced the Afrobeat genre, which is what has given her all the fame. The success of Afrobeat has, she has rolled on that wave, and I don't have a problem with that because I've always said, she is the most talented, even Afrobeat artist in the world right now. She is a flag bearer for the genre right now, and her being a flag bearer for the genre and being quiet when people who are from that part of the world are being affected by by the xenophobic attacks from people in her home country, her silence is deafening. This is making me give her the side eye. This is giving me culture vulture vibes, because you can ride on the genre that predominantly and created by Nigerians, West Africans, all of that. And then when such a thing is happening, that these people, the people from that created this genre, they are affected, you're just quiet. I don't even want to go to other people who are from that country, who are celebrities, who have been quiet as well on this matter. I want to go there. I just want to keep it on the music side. The biggest artist on the continent is quiet about such an issue. It is absolutely shameful. I'm a big fan of her music. At this point, I'm like, does the music really matter at this point? How does it? It's irrelevant. I'm looking at it now that, okay, how do I look at your next album? That's why I'm like, how do I go back listening to your music where we know it's going to be Afrobeats, right? So you're quiet when things like this are happening, but then when you want to entertain people, you can easily ride on the train that, or the success or the publicity that the genre gives you. This is troubling to me. This is very, very troubling. Her silence is very loud. I'm very, very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. As someone who's a flag bearer of African, brilliance right now, the culture and all of that. She can do better. And if that there has to be pressure for her to say something about this, it's even more shocking. I want to know what you guys think about this. I know there have been conversations, but just from the music perspective on this, it's sad. As always, guys, take care of yourself. Don't drink and drive.
Africans just canceled Tyla. Yeah, in certain African countries, they said that she cannot perform because of what's going on in South Africa. They told undocumented immigrants, you have to June 30th to get up out of here, because all y'all doing is taking our resources and you're undercutting our wages. You're not bringing anything to the table, right? So they say, yeah, in certain countries, she can't perform. Places like Nigeria, I think they canceled her. But Nigeria, y'all might need to save that money and invest in some toilets. Y'all like 11 million toilets short in Nigeria. I can only imagine how y'all handling that waste problem, the open defecation. And then you have Malawi is another one of them, and this place they're requesting for donations to help return 10,000 Malawis from South Africa back to their country. The government is so poor that they're asking for donations to return their people. Like, y'all don't need a concert. Y'all need to put your money, prioritize your money, because right now Nigeria, y'all don't need a concert, you need toilets. Malawi, y'all need money to return your peoples. And then here's Ghana's one of them, and they have like a horrible waste management problem, especially when it start flooding out there. So yeah, I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for y'all to prioritize where you invest your money into. Maybe y'all don't need no concerts until you get toilets. Maybe you'll need no concerts until you get your people back, right? And speaking of that, you're requesting money to get your people back. I don't think y'all can even afford concerts, right? But anyways, it's kind of like Pan-Africanism goes out the window if you don't let people freeload off you, or if you don't let people benefit off you without bringing anything to the table. All that goes out the window once you start setting boundaries, because it was all good just a year ago. And the joke is really on them from a business aspect of this, because if South Africa if they start canceling these artists, these other African artists, mind you, South Africa has the biggest stadium venue in Africa. Chris Brown sold them out, I want to say last year. Remember, I think they have like 95,000, a stadium that hosts 95,000 people. So yeah, the joke is really on all the other Africans all together. And plus with Afrobeats dying, I will say y'all need one another. But yeah, whatever though. But yeah, Pan-Africanism goes out the window if you don't let people freeload or eat off you without bringing anything to the table. How come when they talk about Black Americans coming into Africa, oh, you got to invest in Africa, you got to come with benefits for all Africans, whereas you let other Africans could go freeload in other countries. There's no boundaries. Like, they're like, no, you should be okay.
Well, if all Africans decide to cancel any artist from South Africa, it is justifiable, because as an artist, if you do not support the things that are going on in your country, you should be able to use your platform to talk about it. Just like in Nigeria, we have issues of kidnapping, Boko Haram. Some artists have used their platform to condemn such acts because they do not support it. If you actually support something, you won't be able to come out to condemn it. But when you do not support a particular thing going on in a country or in your country, you would use your platform as a big artist to condemn it. So if Africans or the world decide to cancel Tyla, it is justifiable. It means she's supporting xenophobics. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment, like the video, share, and subscribe.